That's his first 3 times. There you go.
10 outs, 16 outs.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. Let's say, run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He's brought down. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught at the 20.
They are not ready.
Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Radley, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and 4. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Stephon Diggs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Packers 20.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the...
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.